Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Starward Rogue. During the last part, I began my run using the scavenger mech Crimson Moon, and I completed floors 1 through 3. At first, through floors 1 and 2, my luck wasn't the best, but following floor 2, moving on to floor 3, my luck suddenly turned around and I got all of these awesome perks and upgrades. I now have a chance of getting through floor 5, defeating the Warden, and maybe making it to floor 7 and fighting Terminus. But, as I mentioned in the last part, my fortunes may be reversed again depending on how the RNG favors me or not. Okay then. So if we open all the loot containers and explore all the rooms, even the locked ones, I'll get all of these things. Also, as always, or for this part in particular, I already expressed most of the things about this mech in general, so I'll be mostly silent throughout this part unless I get through a really difficult room, or reach a mini-boss, boss encounter, reach a shop, or level up or find something of interest. I would also like to thank the developers Arcen Games for giving me the key for playing this game in the first place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have encountered such a fun title. It's not the best roguelike top-down shooter, but it's a fun one nonetheless. I'll have to return back here to get this. This will be useful. After all, plus 4 health will be useful, especially if I reach a sacrificial shop. I think I'll use one of them in this run. We'll have to see that though. Oh, Red Hunter. Well, that's not going to be that difficult, especially due to my increased walking speed and the fact I can shield everything. Oh, that's a slight problem though. It seems that the Red Hunter was kind of buffed, because now I can create all these webs everywhere. I don't remember it being that aggressive, so it's not exactly that much of a pushover. Then again, I may have had a stronger secondary. Let me see what this does. Oh yeah, it'll detonate on enemies and create a large explosion. A poisonous one too. Maximum missiles, brutal, or energy. If I was using the Rex mechs, I would focus on this one. Medium energy tank would be more useful if I didn't have constantly draining reserves of energy, so I'll have to focus on brutal instead. That seems like the best option overall. Nah, I wanna save all this. Too bad I can't sell these back to shopkeepers. I could use this to earn some profit. I don't think there's gonna be anything useful here, but let's see. Tactical nuke. Miniature black hole. Everything about this floor, nah. I'm gonna kill off this shopkeeper because I don't think I need consumables. So I'll use this instead to buy some other things. I remember Risky Assassin, it made me super fragile. High Speed Danger, or the One. Well, I remember using the run, or should I say the One, back on the Behemoth mech run. And, well, it's GG, I basically won this run. I believe this does the opposite of the One anyway, because it makes everything faster. I guess it's for extra experience or something, or just for an extra challenge. Let's see what this has to offer though. For those of you who didn't watch the Behemoth run, here's basically what that does, the One. Notice how enemies are moving at normal speed now, but when I start moving, they start slowing down. Essentially, what it does is that it effectively activates bullet time, but it doesn't affect you. Or rather, whenever you move, either slow or fast, it'll slow down all enemies and their projectiles. However, it will not slow down your own bullet firing rate. So you can fire at the same rate as you did before normally, but enemies' fire rates will be decreased, as well as their projectile speed. The only downside is that your own projectiles firing speed, or rather the speed of your projectiles coming out, will be slowed down as well. But your fire rate will be the same as before, I think. At least that's what it seems. It looks like my fire rate's slower, but in reality what's happening is my bullets are flying slower. In effect, I can now fire at enemies with impunity, and it makes all the boss fights and enemy encounters much easier as long as I keep moving around. So basically, I won the run. Well, as long as I don't act too incompetent. After all, my fortunes can turn on me if I'm not careful, but this is like the ultimate GG in several ways, being able to slow down time. Because not only does it slow down the enemy's firing rates, it also makes it so that they react slower. Unfortunately, running into the enemies with the shield up doesn't seem to do any extra damage. That would be an awesome shield bash or something. Too bad. Perhaps there's another shield that does exactly that. I'll take this. Like I mentioned, I was gonna use one sacrificial shop, and for just 3 health and the fact I had 21 max health, having that % chance of getting 1 credit per kill, that's gonna be awesome. Especially with the more expensive shop items. I really want to aim to get some robots or something. Ah, hello there, Toxic Reaper. You're not that difficult of a boss fight, especially because I can move back left and right and slow you down. Or I can just delete your toxic spills, or rather your projectile. As shown right over here. So just strafe backwards and forwards, and this boss fight is a cakewalk. Major items, let's see here. Sure, it's only a minor damage decrease, but I get 100 plus energy, which will be great for burst firing, or rather alpha damage. Well, I explored the majority of this room, or rather this floor, so it's time to fight the boss. Overall, after I got the one due to the lucky chance of killing the consumables shopkeeper, I think I'm fully set for the run. More damage upgrades and energy upgrades and whatnot would be really helpful though. Centrifuge. I don't exactly recall this boss fight, but I think I remember the shape. Okay, now I remember it, with all the colorful bullets everywhere. But of course, having the one ability just makes this a lot more like a cakewalk, because I can easily just walk past all these projectiles on screen as long as I'm paying attention. Before, it'll be a lot more hectic. In fact, I'd say that the one is one of the best incredibilities. That's what the secret upgrades are called. I mean, it's universally useful for all mech types, especially stuff like the Risky Assassin or the Redshift. Perfect. Now, I'll take the FTL module. Huh. I'll take the energy orbital, although I'd prefer fight or flight. Mainly because if the temporary regeneration energy outpaces my energy drain, this will be super useful for certain boss fights and for deleting projectiles. So I'll take the energy orbital. And I didn't use any missiles during this boss fight, and I didn't even run out of energy. That's quite awesome. Well, I fully explored this room, or floor, so let's get out of here. That was awesome. I think I'm all set for this run, so I'll be taking a short pause right over here. Alright, I'm back. Let's continue on. Well, I'll take it anyway, but I'll probably lose it immediately. So it's floor 5, the make or break floor. Will I be able to fight and defeat the Warden? Or perhaps skip it? That remains to be seen. But first, time to clear the floor before I fight it, for any goodies, upgrades, etc, etc. After all, I really want some robotic companions, and maybe perhaps a better primary weapon. We'll see. Really, the combat shield is getting a lot better as I acquire more and more max energy, and regenerate faster, because being able to delete bullets in front of you is super useful for most mech types. Combined with the 1 incredibility, I think I'm all set, but it still remains to be seen. Let's go to the right first. Well, I already have this in some ways. I think I need more health. I'd rather take it over 1 credit kills. That seems better. At least for now. I'm going for a more survivability build, but for players who are more skilled than I am, they'd probably like to get more credits. Ah, the first robot shop, and I have 120 credits, so let's see. Interceptor and that thing, okay. Oh, slowing down enemies with robotic drugs? That's a bit odd. The interceptor is going to be awesome because it effectively deletes some projectiles, I think. So that's going to be useful. Leaving a trail around, that doesn't really seem that... Oh. Oops. Let's hope that the robotics shop person doesn't get angry the next time I come back to him. I may have accidentally shot at him and lost my chance to get more robots. Oops. Oh well. I have the 1 incredibility, so that's gonna take me quite far. I still feel a bit sad I may not be able to get the other robotic companions, depending on whether the shopkeeper forgives me or not. Then again, this is all on me for not paying attention to what was going on. Okay, U-tree again. I can slow down time, so it's a lot less of an issue. And I can force them backwards if necessary. One down, 2 to go. The 1 combined with the combat shield make for a quite interesting synergy, especially for a more aggressive-oriented build. Nah, the limit removal seems a bit too risky. I'll take the 2 extra health shards though, they'll be helpful. That's the unfortunate thing, I already have the FTL module. Combining that with the limiter removal, that would result in some crazy movement strats that I can't do. It'll be too unstable and I'll probably run into most projectiles or something. What do we have here? Finding an upgrade. Okay, speed is decreased, but attack power is increased, so that's a definite plus. I was looking for an upgrade to the missile launcher. I was hoping for a triple one, but this works out. X factor, speed, spread, and range are the same. Unfortunately, I don't have enough money, so I'll have to return back here. That may be one of the things I'm looking for. Oh, never mind, I'll use this then. Wow, I'm getting really lucky now. I thought I was going to become really unlucky soon, but apparently my fortunes are flipping around. There we go. So let's try it out. Oh, it's this one. I remember this one. It's one of the enemy types the Hornet type enemies use. A little bit of an annoying one, but that's super useful. I'm definitely taking it. At last, I finally get an upgrade to my fast minigun, and it's even better than my fast minigun. No downsides whatsoever, not even a range reduction. I already have a battery harvester, so I won't take it. I don't need that much energy reserves. Ooh. Great for Rex. More damage. I have over 20 health right now. If I didn't have the one incredibility, I'd be strongly favoring this, but because I do, I'll do Brutal Deluxe. More damage sounds awesome. I keep referring back to the one incredibility. It's mainly because it's so awesome. It factors in so well with everything, and being able to slow down all enemies, slow down their firing rate, and basically buff up my effective DPS. It's a straight up buff to everything. Shame that you need to kill a shopkeeper in order to get access to it. And even then it's only a random chance. Okay, Acronis 2? I already fought Tree this time. That seems a little bit strange why we're fighting this version. especially because I have the Hornet's Nest. Oh, the torpedo cannon. I remember this one from the Rex mechs. Or the Rex mech, not mechs. Unfortunately, I'll take the combat the shield instead. It's much better for this type of mech playstyle. If my mech's energy didn't constantly drain, I'd honestly consider doing it. Well, it's now or never. It's time to face the Warden. Let me just quickly scroll through everything. Everything seems to be working, so let's face it and hopefully survive. Phase 1, of course, is take care of all the blaze turrets. Somehow I got hit by something. Of course, I ran right into that one. Okay, now it's up. Time to shoot at the Warden. Just keep running in circles and keep firing at it. Easy peasy. If I paid more attention to the projectiles, I could have perfect run this. But unfortunately I didn't, so I died. Or rather didn't die, but I lost my perfect score. But as you saw there, due to the combination of that incredibility, one of these robot companions that can eat bullets and it ate the shield as well, plus all my damage perks and other things, and the combat shield deleting any projectile at a time, it was easy. Okay, 25% chance not to die. An eye for an eye, so attacking enemies directly. Or just major shield for getting another shield. It's a straight upgrade, I'm taking it. I'll always have one shield over the other because the advantage of having a shield is that each shield bar always blocks an N amount of damage, or any amount of damage, as long as until your invulnerability frames run out. Unlike your health bar, for example, if you take 10 points of damage directly from your health, you lose 10 points of health. But if you have at least one shield bar remaining, instead of taking 10 points of damage, you instead just lose one shield bar. And it scales up and up even better in higher difficulty modes, where you take much more damage. Nonetheless, we're done with this floor. It worked a lot better than I expected it to, so down we go. My fortunes are really turning a lot more in my favor using this mech. I already said it favored me more starting from floor 3, but starting from floor 4 and especially 5 where I got the incredibility, well, the end of floor 4, I'm pretty much all set to defeat the Terminus encounter, but we'll have to see how well I fare in the next part. Well then, thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Toodles!